to Los Angeles. Just wondered for you, was having a practice day one of the better days of your individual seasons? And I'm not being hyperbolic there. Was that like basketball heaven for you?
It was, and we were able to do a warm up or a stretch on the soccer field across from our practice facility. So we were able to get guys outside a little bit and feel that great SoCal weather, and I think that's always refreshing for guys' minds. Got to get in the gym, worked on a few things. Didn't want to overdo it with the game today, but definitely great to get back in the gym and be able to teach and correct some things.
Hey, you were able to limit Jokic about as well as any team last year in the postseason. I know Dwight Howard helped. Just wondered what you've seen from him as he takes his game up a level this year, and how you think Marc Gasol can replicate some of what Dwight was doing, although, of course, in different ways.
Oh, well, for sure. We feel like Marc and Trez can do the same job our guys did last year, and we always have the ability to mix pitches and put AD on him as well. And nobody can really slow Joker down right now the way he's playing. He's really playing lights out, shooting the heck out of the ball, and he just seems to get better every year with his reads and his passing. So it's one of those things where you want to bring enough help, but not too much, because he has the ability to read your defense or read your coverage and burn you either way. So you just got to just do the best you can with it.
Frank, do you go into this game thinking, okay, going to stick with 9-man, maybe we'll get to 10? Do you have a plan before, or is that something that the game will dictate?
No, I always have a plan before, and that obviously you read the game, as to whether you need to introduce new people into it, whether it's because of foul trouble, injury, matchups, like anything like that. Like certain guys not playing well, but I have that scripted out typically before the game.
Let's go with, Dan Whitey.
Hey, Frank. When you watch Michael Porter Jr., where do you think he is right now, and where do you think he can become as a player in this league?
I think he's a pretty darn good player right now, and has a chance to be a star. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's 6'10", 6'11", whatever he is. Shoots it with incredibly high release, with incredible proficiency, and it's just a really difficult guy to guard. And I think he's taken a step from last year to this year with being more selective in terms of taking good shots and making more efficient plays offensively. And that's part of the growth of a young player. But he's a super talented guy.
Is that part of what makes Denver so dangerous, is that you add kind of this like ceilingless sort of wild card to a guy in Jokic, and we all saw what Jamal Murray did in the bubble?
But yeah, well, those two alone, give an opposing coach nightmares. And, obviously the depth that they had was depleted a little bit with Plumlee and Grant moving on. But, they have plenty of firepower, and it just gives more minutes to guys like Michael Porter Jr. So, you definitely have to respect what they have. They got off to a little bit of a slow start, but they won 7 out of their last 9, playing great basketball. And, we're going to have to play a great game to beat them.
Kyle?
Hey, Frank, I hope you might indulge me a question looking ahead significantly, but it looks like the All-Star game this year is going to happen. As a team with 2 pretty surefire guys who are going to make that team, does that give you any reservations based on how tough and how rigorously you guys have had to maintain sort of the protocol so far? And also, I know you don't have to be the coaching staff this year because of the rules, but could you have even imagined sort of getting your coaches mobilized if you had to be the all-star coaching staff?
It would have been difficult to have to go in this climate. But, we're all of the mindset, to do whatever is good for the health of the league. We lost we took a big hit to our business with this pandemic. And, everybody's just trying to play their part and do the best they can. So if it's something that the league feels is in the best interest of our league, we would all be willing to do it. But, it certainly would be harder to commit to something like that, in light of the current climate.
Last question, Leonardo.
Coach, What is your opinion about Facundo Campazzo? Are you surprised by how creative he is to play?
Well, I didn't know a lot about him until
Hi, thank you very much.
till really yesterday, but he is very crafty. He plays with great energy and intelligence, and has really given the Denver Nuggets a big lift this year. So I'm eager to sort of see what he looks like up close, and see how our guys match up against him.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thanks, everyone.